Hello, yogis. My name is Dan. I'm glad to have you here. If you're returning, I'll congratulate you on being consistent in your practice. And if you're brand new, well, hopefully we can build something that's lasting. Today, we are going back to the basics. So, anyone that's brand new will be able to walk into a yoga class and know kind of what's going on when you get started in a real studio session. All right, without further ado, start at the top of the mat, feet together, arms out to the side. Engage the quads, squeeze the glutes, the core. Shoulders come up, back, and down. Stay lifted through the crown. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale with the lips sealed. Building that inner fire. Breathe in and breathe out. Starting to feel grounded, being present in the here and now. Anything that's in the past, we no longer need to worry about. And we can't do anything about the future, so we'll just let it come as it does. Start to wiggle the fingers, the toes, bringing life back into the body. Next inhale sends the arms up. Exhale, cactus arms, pull the shoulder blades together. Inhale reaches and brings hands to heart center. We'll take a vinyasa. All that means we'll take a little set flow of sequence of postures. We'll do that twice so that you can get the hang of it. Inhale reaches up. Exhale folds. Inhale half lift, flat back. Exhale plank in chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale down dog. Pull the belly button into the spine, send the heels down to the earth, and breathe. Look in between your hands, step or jump through. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale rises all the way up. Sweep the arms to the ceiling. Exhale back down to heart center. And Samasthiti, arms out to the side. Everything is tight and engaged here. We'll take that one more time, breaking it down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Bring the chest down onto the thighs, going as far as you need to using your fingertips for support. Inhale the half lift. Extend the head forward, pull the shoulder blades together. Exhale, fold to plank. Hands are underneath the shoulders. Chaturanga, lower the knees first for the easy version. Chin, chest slides through. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, down dog. Send the heels down to the ground. The chest pushes down to the toes. The shoulders protract away from the body. Press down through each one of your fingertips, sealing the palm. Make sure you pull the belly button into the spine. Now, if this is your first down dog of the day, you can always pedal out the legs to get yourself warmed up. Just side to side. Come back to center. Send the heels further down to the ground. look in between the hands, bend the knees. If you jump, you can go all the way up to the top. Inhale, half lift, bring the feet together. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Grab a hold of the elbows. Option, just straighten the legs. Giving the back a nice stretch while lengthening the hamstrings as well. Option to bend the knee. Straighten one. Go side to side. Release the arms down to the ground and slowly rise up mindfully, vertebrae by vertebrae. Arms sweep towards the ceiling. Exhale, cactus arms. Pull the shoulder blades together nice and tight. Inhale, reach, and bring it back down to heart center. Typically, we use our vinyasa to get into other postures, so we'll do that now, going into our warrior one. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, folds. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale to plank. In chaturanga, keep the elbows in by the ribs. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, down dog. Bring the right foot through in between the hands, taking a runner's lunge. Nice generous bend in that front knee, making an almost 90-degree angle if you can. The back foot seals at a 45-degree angle. Inhale, rises up, arms towards the ceiling. Try to square the hips as much as possible towards the top of the mat. Then you can bring the hands back to heart and towards the sky. You can keep the arms out. Try to keep the biceps by the ears. If it helps, you can interlace the fingers, squeezing everything nice and tight and together. Keep that bend in the front knee. And slowly lower down. Return to your plank. Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, down dog. Going straight into the left side. Left foot in between the hands. Remember to have that generous bend in the front knee. Back foot seals at a 45-degree angle. Inhale, rise up. Like I said, you can track the legs as needed to get your balance. If you can align the heels nicely and perfectly, that's great. But don't be afraid to play around. See what works for you. Keep the breath moving. And lower all the way down. Returning to your plank. Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, send the hips back towards the heels. This is our child's pose. If at any moment in your practice you're feeling a little out of breath or need a little break, this is the perfect posture for you to get into. The hips go back towards the heels. The arms extend forward. The forehead is resting down on the ground. You feel a tug in both directions. While you're here, you might as well press the forehead into the earth. Give yourself a gentle massage. Shift your weight forward. Return to our high plank. Chaturanga, bend the elbows in by the ribs. Inhale, up dog, pressing the hips down into the ground. The difference between an up dog and a cobra would be that the legs are hovering off of the ground. Cobra, the thighs just rest down, much easier variation. From here, we tuck the toes, send the hips up and back. Going into our warrior two, right foot comes through in between the hands, back foot seals behind us, arms open out, press the hips towards the left. The back foot is parallel to the back of the mat. The front foot is parallel to the side of the mat. The heels are perfectly aligned. Squeeze the shoulder blades together here. Soften the shoulders. Keep the bend in that front knee. You should be able to see your big toe past the right knee. Hold here. Windmill the arms out, framing the foot. Plank, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot comes through. Runners, back foot seals. Rise up, open the arms out, pressing the hips towards the right. Soften the shoulders. The gaze is over the front and middle finger. And breathe. Windmill the arms down to the ground. Return to your plank. Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, child's pose. We can take this as much as we need to. There's two variations here that we can take, bringing the knees together or bringing the knees out wide. Allows our hips to sink further back. Shift forward onto all fours. Hands underneath the shoulders. The hips are going to be over the knees. This is our tabletop. The back is flat. Want to keep nice and aligned. From here, we can go into our cow pose, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze. Exhales, round the back into cat. Pull the belly button into the spine. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, move with your breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Return to neutral tabletop. Sometimes our wrists also need a little bit of a warm-up. So from here we can take circles all around towards the right. Of course, we've got to go the other direction as well, going towards the left. Come to neutral, point both hands out to the side. Shift your weight over towards the left. Over towards the right. Back to center. If you want a forearm stretch, point both hands in towards the knees and shift your hips back towards the heels. The further back you go, the more intense it gets. The more forward you go, the easier the stretch. Bring hands to neutral. Walk the hands out in front of you, bringing the forehead down to the ground. breathing here. This is Anahatasana, melting heart pose. Work on relaxing the shoulders down to the ground. Using our forehead to stabilize. Walk the fingertips far forward as much as feels comfortable. From here we can take some side body stretches, taking the arms over towards the right corner of your mat, placing the left hand on top. Return to center. And then go over towards the left side, right hand on top of the left hand. Return to center. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, press up into your tabletop. Cross the legs, shift into an easy sit. Hands down on the knees for grounding, up to receive energy. Taking 3 deep breaths. Our practice is not only about the postures, but also our breathing. And as we get our breathing under control, so does our mind follow to be nice and calm. Breathe in. Hold at the top. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale. Hold. And release. Breathe in. And let it all go. Open the eyes. Bring the soles of the feet together. This is our butterfly posture. Lengthen through the spine. Option to flutter your butterfly lightly up and down, just to warm up the hips. And then come to stillness and begin to fold forward, rounding the back, bringing the forehead towards the inside of the soles of the feet. Do our best here to send our knees down to the ground. Of course, this isn't always accessible for everyone. Your knees may be all the way up here or all the way down towards the ground, wherever you're at. We'll just work on it, letting the hips open on their own. Slowly rise up. Legs extend out long. We'll go for our seated forward fold. Inhale for length. Exhale. Bring the hands onto the ankles, pulling the chest forward. Maybe you're back on the calves. You could always grab a hold of the big toes. If you need a little bit of a bend in the legs, that's just fine. It shifts the stretch away from the hamstrings and towards the low back. Over time, we'll straighten the legs out, returning our stretch to the hamstrings. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, release your posture. Start to lower down onto your back. We'll take a bridge next, bringing the feet in, planting the soles down on the ground. Next inhale, lifts the hips. Option to walk the heels in a little bit closer. Squeeze the glutes. You can use your hands for support. at the low back. Pretend like you're squeezing a ball in between the legs. And then lower all the way down. Hug the knees into the chest, nice and tight. Forehead meets the knees. And lower down onto the ground. Keep the knees up, arms out to a T, taking a reclining twist. Legs fall over towards the right side. Your gaze is opposite. Keep the shoulder blades down on the ground. Return to center. Next exhale takes it the other way. Remember to keep the shoulder blades down on the ground. And our reclining twists. At the top of the inhale is where we feel the most in our posture. So really focus on that breath. Return to center. The legs go out long. Shavasana. Arms out to the side. Start to relax all the muscles in your body. If you need to, you could always tense everything up to feel all the tension and how it feels to be tight. And then completely release so that you can tell the difference between when all the muscles are engaged and when they're relaxed and you can melt down into the earth. You could always pause this video, stay here as long as you feel is necessary. Otherwise, follow along and I'll cue you when it's time to get up. In Shavasana, our breath starts to return to normal, giving ourselves a moment of peace, that moment that we all deserve to have. So really try to keep the mind calm and empty of thoughts. Start to wiggle the fingers, the toes. Open and close the hands, growing your movements. Point the toes away from you and flex them back in towards the face. We'll take a good morning stretch, bringing the arms up and overhead on an inhale. Exhale, hug the knees into the chest, sending lots of love throughout your body. Roll side to side. And when you're ready, lower onto your right side, resting your head on your bicep. Consolidate your energy. Lift up. Meet me in an easy sit. Hands down on the knees for grounding. Up to receive energy. We'll take one final cleansing breath. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Inhale, arms up, seal at the top. Bring your energy together, down to heart center. The light in me sees and honors the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you for coming today. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Tell your friends, anyone that maybe wants to start up their practice. I feel like this is the perfect length for anyone looking to start. Have a great day.